Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Time is But a Window. Now recently it seems like another pro was caught cheating. His name is Ardiis, and until not too long ago he was a CSGO pro. That is until recently when he decided to switch over to VALORANT. Now in the past few weeks he's been winning a lot of major tournaments with his team Fish123. And because of this he's earned some respect of some pretty big organizations. One of which is G2 Esports, who is said to be on the verge of signing him, thus putting him on a team with ex-CSGO legends Mixwell and Scream. That is, until he was accused of cheating and match fixing. Now recently, a private cheat developer has been in contact with its gamer doc regarding Ardiis and has made some disturbing claims. Now it is said that Ardiis has approached this cheat developer to build him a private cheat for VALORANT, as well as wanting him to engage in match fixing in the game. Now usually I just file this under hearsay and move on, but in this case there is some partial evidence. This comes in two forms, a Snapchat conversation and TeamSpeak conversation. I know it's a bit blurry, but I'm going to try to clean it up for you guys and read it to you. Kpiz, I will wait for the shit Ardiis says on you to be dismissed. Jack, what? Kpiz, in the clip it says, Kpiz or DPS are down to do it, let me ask them. At the end of it, after a short discussion about the failed UK adventure, he went through it and asked you, right? Jack, yeah, I said no thanks. Kpiz, now as a response to this, we would like it if you officially said this. Have a talk with the guy who's writing the article on it and clear your name by saying you said no. Jack, nah, I'm good. I didn't do anything, so I don't need to clear my name. Kpiz, alright, no worries then. All I was asking was for you to say that Ardiis asked you and that you said no. If you believe staying silent is your best option, you can do that. Jack, yeah, appreciate the offer, but I did nothing wrong myself, so actively trying to clear my name isn't needed in my opinion. Kpiz, it's not just the activeness of trying to clear your name. I guess when it comes out, you can deal with it your own way. It's not the point, it's that when the community picks it up, there would be a statement where Ardiis asked me, and yes, I said no. Otherwise, when fingers are pointed at you, you'll have to answer it anyways. So obviously here we have Kpiz and Jack talking to each other about the possible match fixing that was requested of them. Here when Jack and Kpiz got asked by Ardiis, they responded no, they are not going to do match fixing. But as you guys can tell, this is a third-party conversation, not one directly involving Ardiis. Which brings us to this next conversation of Ardiis talking to two cheat developers. This is a TeamSpeak conversation and Ardiis' name is spelled backwards.
Listen, I was always down to do it for you, yeah. But you know what pissed me off?
What?
Is that you guys tell one person, yeah. So like you'll tell, I don't know, Mao or whatever. Mao will tell his mates will tell one person.
No, we don't even tell. We don't tell Mao anymore.
Mao doesn't know anything.
Mao was the one I didn't trust at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Swedish dogs don't know anything.
I
Yeah, but the thing is, but you got to realize, yeah, like that's one reason I didn't want to throw that. You know, like you know when me and the boys were signing up for you guys, you know, it was like we were gonna make the UK team, whatever.
Yeah.
The one thing we were worried about, that we didn't want to say at the time, is because we didn't know who's betting on the games. Like you got to realize, you know, like on one of the games, it was like I remember the German mafia was somehow involved in betting on one of the games. I was thinking to myself, how the fuck has the German mafia got to know about us rigging this game?
It's Maui.
Yeah, but but I was thinking, and now imagine this from my point of view. In the UK, the laws on throwing are fucking strict. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like some fucking like you probably get in jail.
Not for esports. Not for esports.
Yeah, but either way, it's like it's still illegal. Do you know what I mean? It's still not legal. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, if the German mafia are losing money, they won't be happy. And imagine how much money I'm taking off like Sky Sports and all them companies. You know what I mean? I was thinking, we were speaking about it. We were saying like this just isn't worth it. And then JBA was Jamie wanted fucking Mowen badly. And he's like, yeah, we'll get Mowen. I'll get Mowen. I was like, then we were like, okay, we are not playing with Mao. There's not a chance. But then, yeah. Then like that thing could have legit happened, by the way, Bailey.
You should have just 100%. Messaged me. You should have just messaged me and been like,
you know what? This Jamie cunt, he's getting Maui in.
You think I care?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. See, you gotta realize from my point of view, I got in. I knew that you, Jamie, and Mao were mates. Okay, I knew.
Okay, wait. I don't know Maui. I don't like Maui.
Yeah, no. But like at the point, you were acquaintances. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how close you were. I knew Jamie and you were like not tight, but I knew you talked. So I was like, okay, like I knew JBA was friends with Mao, so Mao was friends with you, kind of thing. Like that was the type of thing that was going on. So I was like, okay, that's the thing. And I was like, I don't trust Mao at all. And I was thinking like I don't know. I still don't to this day. So either way.
Imagine if you could have got the same team but in Valorant.
What team?
The one that the UK one.
But if I, nah, I don't even want to say that, but
just say it. What?
Nah.
Say it, you dumb dog.
Basically, so what I don't know how to say it without.
Without what?
So what I may know might be interested, to put it that way. And you also know who it is.
Wait, what?
Or what? Basically, you're the gamers that you're making for that UK team.
Yeah.
They might be interested in whatever you guys are doing here.
Is that my boy? Is that
Do they want to play with us?
No, I don't know if he will. Yeah. One of them. But basically, he said, well, I can speak to him for you if you want.
Yeah, do it.
But
He good.
Yeah, he is. Because legit last night he said, yeah, I'm down to do it. But yeah, but
it would be so much more simple.
So here you can see he's talking about match fixing once again, and he's saying that he's down to do it for them, but that he doesn't trust Mao. But then at the end of the conversation, he says he's going to message KPIZ and DPS and ask them about match fixing. Granted, the way it's talked about is very unspecific, but it's still quite incriminating. Now keep in mind, the only reason we know about this Skype conversation is because it was leaked by one of the cheat developers. Now this isn't the first instance of shady behavior from Ardiis. It is also said that he attempted to fix a match in ESEA once. As you can see, there is clearly a cheater on his team named Pierrot, who was eventually banned. Not only that, the cheater that leaked the TeamSpeak conversation also said this. Yes, he did cheat, but basically he used radar hack on a second monitor via a share link on CSGO. He did this in a qualifier, and anything that could get him on a betting website, he would use the radar hack on a second monitor. Now with all this information, with the exception of the TeamSpeak conversation, I'd usually say this is not enough evidence to say that this guy is cheating. But that TeamSpeak conversation, regardless of how it was cut, is so damning. Even pretending to entertain the idea, talking to two guys that are known for creating cheats. Now the good news is Ardiis did respond on his own behalf. He titled this Allegations and My Involvement. Firstly, he'd like to clarify that he has not cheated and would never cheat or match fix. He says that any allegations that he was trying to secure a private cheat for VALORANT are entirely false. He goes on to say he cannot defend his involvement in listening to the proposal given to him regarding potential match fixing. He also went on to state that this was for Counter-Strike and not for VALORANT.
Imagine if you could have got the same team but in Valorant.
He goes on to mention that he was going through a state of depression and stress, and he was intrigued by the idea of making some easy money. They even talked to him about having a full team of 5 players who would be willing to participate in cheating and match fixing. But when all was said and done, he said that his worry of the repercussions kept him from installing any software or going through with it. He goes on to talk about how the video shows a conversation between himself and the coders who are trying to determine why he refused their offer to match fix. When all of a sudden, he once again entertained the idea as his financial situation was unstable. Sounds like anytime he's having money issues, he decides to entertain this idea. However, he quickly remembered the lessons he learned from the previous scenario and distanced himself entirely by terminating any connection with the coders. Looking back at this, he is extremely happy that he chose to do the right thing and was able to resist temptation. Afterwards, he reiterates that he has never match fixed or cheated in CSGO or VALORANT, and he is more than willing to cooperate with Riot and Valve to prove his innocence. After that, he goes on to talk about VALORANT. Here he goes on to say that his VALORANT team, Fish123, was quickly becoming the best team in Europe and had a 100% best of 3 win rate. I believe out of the 10 tournaments they entered, they only lost 1. Now here's why the coders supposedly leaked the video. Now it turns out that somehow he got some information that the team of coders that were willing to work with him originally had created a VALORANT team. Now this team had received several complaints from other professional teams who doubted their legitimacy. Now while looking through the internet to validate this team got banned, I found Mao. I believe this is the guy he was referring to in the TeamSpeak conversation. Now while I'm used to finding information on CSGO, I seem to be struggling with VALORANT and couldn't find if these guys actually were banned for cheating, but I'm gonna just assume they were. Either way, because they ended up getting banned, it seems like they are pointing the finger towards him as being responsible for it. And it's because of this that they're out to get him now and frame framing him as if he did commit these atrocious acts. He goes on to say that he has learned the hard way about how becoming mixed up with the wrong groups of people could severely affect his career. And in closing, he once again states that he has never cheated and will work with Valve and Riot to prove his innocent. And the only thing he did wrong was entertain the idea. So did it work? Well, while he was never officially banned from anything, he did end up resigning from his team. And I can only assume that regardless of what truly happened, this will make it so G2 will not pick him up onto their pro roster. Still though, from what I read, I'm pretty sure this guy was both guilty of match fixing and at least using cheats in Counter-Strike. After all, why the heck is he gonna find himself alone in a TeamSpeak with 2 cheat coders and know about their friend Mao? That's an awfully shady situation if you ask me. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you believe this guy was innocent or do you think he was guilty? And as always, have a great day.